everybody, this is Jacob Vile. Today I'm going to be doing some more port tuning tests to see how I can improve output, so stay tuned. So I'm going to be doing some tests, YouTube Jacob Vile 2. Subscribe if you haven't for car audio demo videos as well as some of my own build updates, so stay tuned for more as well. So I'm about to do some tests with my port. Port is the most critical area in your box, whether you have a wall build like me, or you have a ported enclosure, or a no wall build with like a 4th order, 6th order, or just in general a port on your subwoofer box. So stay tuned for this video. I'll show you kind of what I'm doing with this. I don't have a dash for any new viewers or anything, but I'm going to be doing this test where I slowly tweak my port area to see how loud I can get. This is going to be at probably about 2/3 volume for the test, and all I got is, I'll show you in a second. So I got the meter I'm going to be putting right there on the glass for every test, and I'll be doing sweeps for every time I do it. So first I'll do the initial sweep by itself, and then you'll have to stay tuned for throughout this video to see how things go. So let's make sure I got my phone app on. Subscribe if you haven't. Watch a build video series, links in the description for how I got to where I am with my build, as well as check out the channel for more. So got my app connected, Bluetooth on, volume 40. Let me confirm. Yep, I'll do volume 40 for all my tests. I'll be outside the vehicle. I'm going to use a Bluetooth sweep, and what I'm going to start with is first my initial, what is the score at this volume? And then I've got wood right here. I'm going to slowly tweak in my port, and we'll see how my output changes on the meter. I'm going to hope it actually goes up by adding, but I don't know. We'll find out in this video. That's the first one, 54.45. So we're going to remember that. So 54.45 at 50 hertz. All right. So 54.45 at 50 hertz. Got that one done. So we'll remember that number. So let me go ahead here and set the camera down, and let me grab the wood. All right. So what I'm going to do is first my initial drop-in pieces here. So what I'm doing is I'm reducing my port area. So you have a length and a width on your port, and that's your port area if you multiply those two. And what you want to do, whether you've got a wall build like mine or just a regular ported box, you want to tune that port to the loudest possible, and it requires a meter to do this, but luckily I have a meter, so I can do these kind of videos. And link in the description for a place to get a meter like mine. They're not cheap, but they're accurate, within 1/10. Had a few people ask me how close they are to the meter. They're within 1/10 on the meter. So I got my first piece here. Let me get it set up. So I always put at least one screw in. I can always put tape over it after. It's literally what I'm doing is, there we go. All right, since this is the foundation, I'm going to do 2 screws, and then I'm going to do the next test. Alright, let's put a screw there. Keep in mind I got the seat blocking this as well, so I don't test with the seat out. The reason I don't is I want it to be as real world as possible. So I make sure I keep the seat in, because I'm going to be driving with it and demoing with it like that. So there we go. So I got 2 screws in there. Get my second piece. So you notice my peak was 50 hertz when I was sweeping up into it. So that means right now I'm peaking at 50. Hopefully this will drop my peak as well. So let me go ahead and drop one more in, and then we'll see how it changes. So I try to show everything on camera. It might not be the best, sorry, but it's entertainment, and hopefully you'll learn something from it. And we'll see the difference in the number. There we go. Let me rotate it. Make sure it's square. A little tight. Let me move it just a hair that way. There we go. Okay. It's kicking. Let me set it down. Focus on this. But the goal behind this is to see if I dial this port in, the little things that matter. There we go, just by holding it there. So I'll have those two little pieces there. I'll put another screw on it if it's louder, and then I'll test adding another piece as well. So we got that test in. Okay, the meter's still on, the truck's still on. Looks like it's been playing, but bass knob was turned down. All right, so let's do a sweep again. Find out how it changed. Okay. All right, meter's on. Turn this on. Here we go. Definitely loud. All right, so that was a 54.64. So let me go to the photos real quick. 54.45, 54.64. So I didn't do anything but add some wood, and it went up 54.6. Oh, 45, 55, 65. So 2/10. So I gained 2/10 from that. Okay. So now let's go ahead and make sure first this time I have everything paused. And let's grab some more wood right here. Let's add another piece here. Let's go ahead and get two. I try to do two at a time to just get started, get everything in place. And this time I'm recording the whole time as I do this process. So one hand and one hand. Subscribe once again if you haven't. And let's get this rolling. Get this piece in there. Alright, there's some dogs barking over there. Let's see how this result turns out. So since that was a 2/10 gain just by adding those two pieces of wood, it's pretty surprising what you can do with SPL. Looks like my drill's dying soon. Alright, get that piece in there. I think this one was a little bit longer. Yep. Alright. We got those two pieces. Please gain. This is going to be great. I hope it gains. Don't die on camera. Alright, so I got that piece in. Let's get one more in here real quick. Whoops. These screws I've actually got kept from the old one. So pro tip, keep your old screws if you disassemble the box as I do it. Alright, so there we go. So once again, if anybody doesn't know what I'm doing, I'm adding a wood block clank here to the port. To see how my enclosure changes on my peak as well as tuning and SPL. Alright, so the meter's still on. Let's take this stuff out. Try to keep the exact same factors for every test. Let's turn this back on. So what I'm doing is adding 1.5 inches, so 3 inches of wood each test in here. Okay. Alright, so there's a 50.64. Let's reset it. And we're going to do one more. We'll see how this result is. Alright. caused that. So my frequency peak dropped, and it went to 54.32. So I'll explain in a second. So 54.32. So 54.4, 54.6, 54.6, and then it went to a 54.3. So 543. So instantly 1/3 of a dB lost by adding 2 more pieces, but that's a good thing. So now what I can do is go in here one more time. I only had 1 screw for a reason, because sometimes it's like this. Zip that one out real quick. Just that easy. I mean, it's not that easy, but it is for me. Go ahead and close it again. All right, and we'll see how it changes from just that one. It dropped to 1/3 of a dB just from me doing that 2 layers of wood there. So that means that I'm already closing it up more than needed with the factor of the seat being forward. So I'm also tuning this to how the seat is. So let's do it again. Keep in mind you also got some heat in this factor, so it's going back up. So there you go, that's the test to show you how dialing in a port works for a wall build. So the end result for this, so I can show you and explain. So I actually went up again, but I didn't get as high with that 3rd piece of wood. So 32.4 with those 2 in. I took one out and went up 2/10. The one before that was up the highest. So I started out at a 54.45, then it went to a 6. So I went up 2/10 with 2 pieces of wood, and then from 2 pieces of wood to now where I am here. So initially, I got to take this piece of wood out, and my port's dialing in from that. So hopefully this explains something. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. But what this found out was my port area is fine now. This is about the loudest that I can get. Just that simple 10 to 15 minute test I did there showed me how much port area I need for my enclosure with the meter. So it's definitely worth it. Links in the description to show support, as well as the video links for watching how my build log is like this, and so many other videos to stay tuned for and watch already been posted. So thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you on the next one. Hopefully this taught y'all something. What's going on, everybody? This is Jacob Viral, ending this video to say thank you for watching my videos. Every single day I have a daily cardio video I upload. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and notification bell, and I'll see you tomorrow.